Part 17. Harold Gardner kept his peace until November 13th, the day before John Garton and Steve DeBay were to go on trial in Derry District Court for the murder of Adrian Mellon. Then he went to see Tom Boutelier. He wanted to talk about the clown. Boutelier didn't, but when he saw Gardner might do something stupid without a little guidance, he did. There was no clown, Harold. The only clowns out that night were those 3 kids. You know that as well as I do. We have 2 witnesses. Oh, that's crap. Unwin decided to bring on the one-armed man, as in, we didn't kill the poor little faggot. It was the one-armed man. And as soon as he understood, he'd really gotten his buns into some hot water this time. Haggerty was hysterical. He stood by and watched his kids murder his best friend. It wouldn't have surprised me if he'd seen flying saucers. But Boutelier knew better. Gardner could see it in his eyes. The assistant DA's ducking and dodging irritated him. Come on, he said. We're talking about independent witnesses here. Don't bullshit me. Oh, you want to talk bullshit? Are you telling me you believe there was a vampire clown under Main Street Bridge? Because that's my idea of bullshit. Not exactly, but... Or that Haggerty saw a billion balloons under there, each imprinted with exactly the same thing as what was written on his lover's hat. Because that is also my idea of bullshit. No, but then why are you bothering with this? Stop cross-examining me, Gardner roared. They both described it the same, and neither knew what the other one was saying. Boutelier had been sitting at his desk playing with a pencil. Now he put the pencil down, got up, and walked over to Harold Gardner. Boutelier was 5 inches shorter, but Gardner retreated a step before the man's anger. You want us to lose this case, Harold? No, of course not. Do you want those running sores to walk free? No! Okay, good. Since we both agree on the basics, I'll tell you exactly what I think. Yes, there probably was a man under the bridge that night. Maybe he was even wearing a clown suit, although I've dealt with enough witnesses to guess that maybe it was just a stew bum or a transient wearing a bunch of cast-off clothes. I think he probably was down there scrounging for drop change or road meat, half a burger someone chucked over the side, or maybe crumbs from the bottom of a Frito bag. Their eyes did the rest, Harold. Now, is that possible? I don't know, Harold said. He wanted to be convinced, but given the exact tally of the 2 descriptions, no. He didn't think it was possible. Here's the bottom line. I don't care if it was Kinko the Clown, or a guy in an Uncle Sam suit on stilts, or Hubert the Happy Homo. If we introduce this fellow into the case, their lawyer is going to be on it before you can say Jack Robinson. He's going to say those 2 little innocent lambs out there with their fresh haircuts and new suits didn't do anything but toss that gay fellow Mellon over the side of the bridge for a joke. He'll point out that Mellon was still alive after he took the fall. They have Haggerty's testimony as well as Unwin's for that. His clients didn't commit the murder. Oh, no, it was a psycho in a clown suit. If we introduce this, that's going to happen, and you know it. Unwin's going to tell the story anyhow. But Haggerty isn't, Boutelier said, because he understands without Haggerty who's going to believe Unwin. Well, there's us, Harold Gardner said with a bitterness that surprised even himself. But I guess we're not telling. Oh, give me a break, Boutelier roared, throwing up his hand. They killed him. They didn't just throw him over the side. Garton had a switchblade. Mellon was stabbed 7 times, including once in the left lung and twice in the testicles. The wounds matched a blade. 4 of his ribs were broken. Dubé did that, bear hugging him. He was bitten all right. There were bites on his arms, his left cheek, his neck. I think that was Unwin and Garton, although we only got 1 clear match, and that one's probably not clear enough to stand up in court. And so, all right, there was a big chunk of meat gone from his right armpit. So what? One of them really liked to bite. Probably even got himself a good bone on while he was doing it. I'm betting Garton, although we'll never prove it. And Mellon's earlobe was gone. Boutelier stopped glaring at Harold. If we let in this clown story, we're never going to bring it home to them. Do you want that? No, I told you. The guy was a fruit, but he wasn't hurting anyone, Boutelier said. So, hi-ho the dairy, along comes these 3 pussholes in their engineer boots, and they steal his life. I'm going to put him in the slam, my friend, and if I hear they got their puckery little assholes cored down there at Thomaston, I'm going to send them cards saying, I hope whoever did it had AIDS. Very fiery, Gardner thought. And the convictions will also look very good on your record when you run for top spot in 2 years. But he left without saying more because he also wanted to see them put away.